Cocoa, Florida, located in Brevard County along the Indian River, has a rich history that stretches back to its early days as a small fishing settlement. The area was first settled around 1860 by fishermen and their families, marking the beginning of its development. Initially proposed as Indian River City in 1882 by Captain R.A. Hardy, who owned the land, the name was rejected by the U.S. Postal Service for being too long. The name Cocoa emerged instead, though its exact origin remains a subject of local lore. One story suggests it came from a tin box labeled Baker's Cocoa, used to hold mail delivered by riverboat, nailed to a piling near downtown. Another tale credits an elderly African-American woman who lived along the river and served hot cocoa to passing sailors, who would call out, "Cocoa! Cocoa," as they approached. A third theory points to an early hotel on the Indian River Lagoon called the Cocoa House. Cocoa was incorporated as a town in 1895, but its early years were not without challenges. In 1890, a devastating fire wiped out the entire business district, and the Great Freeze of 1894–95 destroyed the region's citrus crops, setting back economic growth. Despite these setbacks, the town rebuilt and grew, aided by the arrival of the Florida East Coast Railway, which spurred development. By 1911, Cocoa had become a city, and its population steadily increased, reaching 550 by 1911–12 and 1,800 by 1925. The early 20th century brought economic progress, though the Great Depression, beginning in 1929, hit hard, causing the failure of local banks and a decline in the economy. Recovery came slowly, but the population rose to 2,200 by 1930. The most transformative period began in the mid-20th century with the rise of the U.S. space program. The establishment of the Kennedy Space Center nearby in the 1950s and 60s fueled explosive growth, quadrupling Cocoa's population from 3,098 in 1940 to 12,244 by 1960. The space industry not only brought jobs but also linked Cocoa to the burgeoning tourist trade, as visitors flocked to witness launches from Cape Canaveral. By 1980, the population had climbed to 16,096. Cocoa's historic downtown, now known as Cocoa Village, reflects its past with preserved buildings like the Cocoa Post Office, built in 1939 by the Works Progress Administration and home to the Florida Historical Society, and the Cocoa Village Playhouse, originally the Aladdin Theater from 1924. The area was revitalized through public and private investment, becoming a vibrant hub with shops, restaurants, and cultural attractions like the Brevard Museum of History and Natural Science. Today, Cocoa remains tied to its space legacy, with a Brightline rail station confirmed in 2024 to connect it to Miami and Orlando, and it hosts modern industries like Keltec CNC Industries and a SpaceX Starship facility. From its humble origins as a fishing village to its role in the space age, Cocoa has evolved into a city that blends history, culture, and innovation along Florida's space coast.